It's early Monday morning and I'm not used to driving in the morning traffic, and it's made me realise one of the big privileges of working for yourself is the fact that I don't have to do a daily commute. But alas, today is MOT day for the BMW. For those of you who don't know what an MOT is, it's basically a yearly test that we do in the UK for our cars if they're over 3 years old, and the garage has to check various things like emissions, tyres, brakes, and just generally check that the car is indeed roadworthy. So that is today. So I have to pay, I think it's about £55 for the MOT now, and it'll take about 45 minutes. I've got one of the waiting appointments, so I'll just go and have a little walk around the showroom. I might record something while I'm there, and then when the car's ready I shall drive back to the studio and get on with my day. I've never seen so much traffic. It's been a long time since I've driven this early in the morning, and I've got roughly 12 minutes until my appointment, so I don't think I'm going to make it on time. If only my car was a Volkswagen, I wouldn't have to worry about the emissions test, would I? Bad joke, I know. Very serious, that. Can't believe that happened. So apologies for the additional background noise today. If you've watched my previous couple of videos, the one where I was in the car doing a test the camera, and also my video with Pam, you'll know that I installed microphones in both cars, and indeed, even in this car, I've got a microphone installed just up here. But I came out in a hurry to get to my appointment today, and I forgot to bring the microphone adapter for the GoPro Hero 4 Silver I'm using to record the video. So I couldn't plug the microphone in, so the audio you're hearing is the actual built-in microphones, which I still think perform pretty well, but they're having to contend with the sort of engine noise, road noise whilst I'm driving. I'm currently going 70 miles an hour, so there is quite a bit of road noise. So what have I been up to? What have I got planned for this week? Well, the weekend was quite busy, and in fact the weekend was weird because I spent some time at the weekend looking at some of the newer Google Android smartphones. I'm interested in getting another one in, both to try for maybe sort of some semi-long-term use, let's say mid-term use, maybe 3 to 6 months. And also I was looking for one that I could possibly use to save some battery, because I've got another product coming in which relies on a smartphone for framing up video. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And I was looking at the new Nexus 5X. That's a possibility, but maybe a little bit underpowered. Don't like the design too much. There's the Nexus 6P, of course, but that's a very big phone again, and probably too much for what I need. I want something with a good camera as well, so I was also considering the Sony Xperia Z5, not the Ultra, because again I don't need the Quad HD screen, or the 4K screen I think it is, so I don't need that. So I'm thinking of the Sony Xperia Z5 as a possibility to get in. And I mentioned to you also about a device I've got coming in that relies on a smartphone to actually frame up your video. And I talked to you about this in a previous video, and I wasn't convinced to buy it. And about 30 minutes to 40 minutes after, 30 minutes to 40 minutes after that, I just had a police car flash his lights at us. Right. Wasn't going that fast. But anyway, back to the driving. About 30 minutes after actually making that video, I decided, oh, I'm going to order it anyway, it looks interesting. And that's the DJI Osmo. And basically what they've done is they've removed the sort of gimbal from one of their quadcopters and the 4K camera, and put it onto like a selfie stick. Fantastic idea. So it gives you some super smooth motion. And they also built a 3.5mm audio jack into the selfie stick handle, which again, fantastic idea. and it's got this little trigger on the front so you can control how the gimbal works, and you can even either double tap or triple tap that trigger and it switches the camera around into a front facing mode so you can record yourself, and it just looks really cool. Very, very interesting device. So as I say, I've ordered one of those in fact it was due to come in on Friday on the delivery, but as with these products a lot of the time they seem to get delayed, so alas it did not get delivered. I'm hoping it gets delivered this week. If it doesn't get delivered this week, it's one of those products that although I'm excited about, I can certainly manage without, so I may well end up cancelling it. So sorry I'm not looking at the camera much, there's just so much traffic, and my priority is obviously concentrating on driving. So driving high speed, you have to really concentrate. So I'm coming up to my exit now, and I have got 6 minutes still to get to my appointment, so it looks like I might make it on time, which is absolutely amazing. As long as these traffic lights are clear on the exit road, I'll be absolutely fine. Certainly a very, very busy morning. What have I got on the rest of the week anyway? I've got some deliveries expected of products. I'm also doing some work on the editing room. I'm planning to do a new editing room tour very soon, and there's just so much stuff in there at the moment. I need to really organise the bits and pieces in the editing room, install some new equipment, and then really get it tidy so that I can record the video. For those of you who are asking for the updated room tours, the editing room tour I would anticipate I'll probably record sometime in December. Because I'm working at the same time as doing the changes, I've got to make sure that I don't fall behind on my regular work, and doing a room tour needs a bit of organising, so that'll probably be sometime in December. And then the studio tour I would imagine will be sometime in January. I definitely won't be able to do that this year because again there's a lot to do in the studio. In fact the room needs decorating as well, so probably over the Christmas and New Year period we might redecorate that room, and then I can do the studio tour next year. I am planning a really nice Christmas video though. That's going to be really good. I've got all the products coming in for that. It's coming together nicely. But anyway, I'm coming up to the roundabout where I need to drop the car off. So I'm going to end this video now. Thank you very much for watching. A little bit of a longer video for you to watch today, purely because I wanted to record whilst I was driving again today, really to test out the internal microphones on this GoPro Hero 4, albeit unintentionally. If I'd remembered the adapter cable, then you'd be hearing audio from the microphone I installed. I'll remember that next time. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time.